All right, about to set out on a 50-mile bike ride across those mountains over there. Allie's gonna pick me up on the other side.
I hope so.
Little Subaru and the bike ready. All right, here we go.
Yay!
So we are about half an hour outside of Las Vegas and starting here on a nice paved road, but right behind that sign you can see a streak in the land, and that is the gravel road that we're going to be heading up and over, Old Mormon Wells Road. So there's Mummy Mountain, Mount Charleston. Here we are, the gravel portion of Mormon Wells Road. It's going to be fun. About an hour into this, made it up to this roundabout thing, and yeah, feeling pretty good. Going maybe a little bit slower than I thought I would be, but that's okay. It's definitely a washboard road, so you're feeling that, but it's a beautiful day. All right. Fossil Ridge, and I see a gap there in the distance. I assume that's where I'm going. We will see. I think this is going to be our last sight of the Spring Mountains over there to the west. We are back here behind, looks like a second ridge behind Gas Peak, and in the world of the Joshua trees. Well, I was definitely wrong about that being the last view of the Spring Mountains. But we got up above this ridge, so now we can see Gas Peak up there. I was also wrong about that being where we're heading. At least I very much hope so, because I don't want to climb that. But I think we are heading somewhere over there and then down the other side. We will see. Well, I'll tell you this, they're not lying. I've been hike biking a little bit, walking mostly, obviously, and yeah, I think this is the end of the steepest part. So we're gonna have a little bit of a downhill flat and then uphill again for probably another 10 miles. But it looks like it's less steep than what I'm going through right now. So hopefully I'll be able to ride that. Otherwise, we will be pushing sunlight for sure. It's been good though. I'm assuming they've just named this wrong. Otherwise, I might be wrong about what Joshua trees look like. All right, well, if you've made it this far, I figured I'd introduce myself. I am Anton with Travel Slow Go Far, and here, as everyone does, to ask you to subscribe to my channel. This is my first video ever uploaded to YouTube. And I don't know what this is going to be yet. It's going to be a log of some travel adventures, some cool advice, and a little bit of philosophizing from time to time. So, I don't know how many of these there are going to be. So very low risk to subscribing. Maybe we'll never see each other again, or maybe we will. Who knows? But yep, as everyone does, I'm here to ask you to subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks.
a good day.
Well, that's pretty ominous.
I have no idea why I'm thinking about this just now, but there's some play, I think it might be Shakespeare, and there's a king and his son are about to be executed, and the king is telling his son about how he needs to be brave during the execution. And the son says, "You fool, how does it matter how we fall?" And the king says, "When the fall is all that's left, it matters a great deal." So, yeah, I don't know. I have no intention of stopping or quitting, but that keeps coming to my mind. So, whatever that's worth. I think this is it. I think this is the summit. At least I am very much hoping so. I'm at mile 27.3 if you start from the 95. But I don't know, you might get another video here in a second where I'm telling you I was completely wrong. This is not the summit. Well, it's a little over a mile and a half later, and yeah, still heading up. So that was definitely some wishful thinking, but that's okay. But yeah, at this point, I am out of water. So I'm gonna fill up my bag with some beautiful snow, let that melt, and you know, if I get really thirsty, I'll have some melted snow, and hopefully I don't regret it. I should have brought my little filter with me, but I did not. So I wandered off trail a little bit. It's obviously my shoe print, but I tried to go for the tallest mound of snow I could find. So hopefully it's nice and fresh. Nothing weird in there. Doesn't look like it. It's clean. It's white. And yeah, hopeful. Well, when the water is running towards you, you know you definitely haven't made it to the top yet. And yeah, this is too soft to ride, or at least I'm taking it easy, or trying to. So we will see how this goes. All right, 6.5 hours, 29.61 miles. Very slow, but I assume if there's a sign, this has to be the top. And yeah, let me flip this around for you. This is where we've come from. Just, you know, pretty completely destroyed. Gonna see if I could wash some of the grit off the bike. And this is where we're going. So I think I'm gonna keep walking a bit and see if we can get out of the thick mud, and then start making some time, because we are running out of sunlight. So it's going to be gone behind those mountains here soon, and then we've only got twilight left to make it down to the highway where Allie's picking me up. So All right. We are out of the mud and flying down this road. I think because of all the mud and water, it's nice and smooth. So averaging between 10 and 15 miles per hour on the way down, which is probably a little bit faster than I want to be going, but I'm running out of daylight, as you can see. So that's what it is. We're going. That is absolutely amazing. The lines in those mountains. Oh, I love it. Oh, someone's coming. I thought I saw my last people. It was up while I was up in the mud, and they offered me a ride, but I was pretty sure it would clear up pretty soon, so it wasn't that bad. But yeah, there's a truck coming now, so not alone out here. These colors, ooh, these colors are wild. I mean, this definitely isn't doing it justice, but that is absolutely amazing. So, probably about a little bit less than 10 miles away from the highway where Allie's picking me up, so we should be good. All right, well, I'll say this, didn't go exactly as planned.
Not at all like planned.
Well, you know, the snow and the mud and the madness definitely slowed me down. And
what about your hand?
This downhill road is a little tougher than the uphill road. So even though I was going much faster on the downhill, I did not make it to the highway by sundown. Well, obviously not sundown, but like not even twilight. I mean, it was dark as hell, which is partially how this happened. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's bad. It's pretty bad. So there's blood everywhere, but it's okay. It's not actually that bad. It's just, it's a minor flesh wound. But Allie came and saved me, which I'm very grateful for. I love you.
Other people offered to save him.
Other people did offer me to save me. And at this point, maybe I should have taken them up on it. But really, I was so muddy at that point, and they didn't have a truck. And so
it's whatever.
I felt bad. I felt bad. No. I would have made their like beautiful Explorer all muddy. It would have been bad.
They have children. It would have been fine.
They do have children, but that's okay. I'm going to text them now and let them know that I'm okay. Safe and sound. All right. Bye.